Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Chrissy Sawyer here. I wanted to have a chat with the full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus at 5 degrees on the 28th of October. So I think that's this Saturday. So that's the second of two eclipses, but it's happening in Taurus will speak to the physical built world, the physical built body, relationships, structures, buildings, money, and safety and stability. And I went on a little journey this morning back to the last full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus, which was on November the 8th, 2022. And it got really interesting. Because the themes that I'm with, so I've sat and I've been tuning into this energy, and I've got 4 sentences to kind of frame what I'm getting. And this is like a deja vu. So I went back to November the 8th, 2022. And all 4 of the sentences I have are speaking to what I was doing last year with the old listening brand and the new Zeta and everything, all the challenges in there of bringing one into the other, building bridges. So here are the 4 sentences. Reconsolidation of identity. Okay, and how that showed up last year was in terms and conditions, actually. Of how I want to do business, and in there all sorts of inherent challenge of non-conformity. Okay, so new terms and conditions, and then building bridges into new self-identity. So this is where we're grounding down the work that we've been doing in these shifts, amazing identity shifts. And we're kind of in this existential shift, navigating a kind of controlled psychosis, because our view of the world is coming down. And if we allow the doors of the mind to fly open, it will make the process infinitely more elegant and messy. Okay, so we have a reconsolidation of identity, new terms and conditions, building bridges into new self-identity, so bridging from the old to the new, or not. And this sentence, I am not responsible for the work you haven't done. Okay, so here is going to be a cutting of ties. This is like, it feels much sharper than karmic clearing. This is a cutting, it's the umbilicus, it's that deep of ancestral behavior around being an echo of the parent and the grandparent and the ancestor, around the inability to bring the sharp edge of who your soul came here to be, to sing in discordant notes rather than trying to sing in tune. And the I am not responsible for the work you haven't done is going to challenge some fundamental religious programming. When we go right back, religious programming was birthed on the goodness and evil axes, on the good, bad, right, wrong, saint, sinner, virgin or whore axes. And so, and the I am not responsible for the work you haven't done is also going to help you step into your power and your sovereignty and own your weirdness and own your extraordinary expression in the world. And it will not be without challenge. Okay, so there can be no hierarchy. So the hierarchy of human behavior is coming down. And I'm not responsible for the work you haven't done, doesn't in any way make one greater than the other and one smaller. It helps embrace difference. It helps make a choice, a really informed choice about, in this bifurcation, what are you taking forward? What are you leaving behind? And what are you building a bridge to? Okay. So it's all kind of in matter. It's all kind of here now. This isn't about the thinking. This is about the earthing and the bringing down into this being. Okay, so I'm going to close those notes. And some cards have literally fallen out on the table, and without question, I'm going to begin with those. And the first card out is, of course, the Sacred Serpent. Happy birthday, Scorpio. This is the first day of Scorpio season, and it's feeling very scorpionic at the moment. Dander and mustard is what I get. The Scorpio dive will be to find your dander and your mustard. I'm going to make mine wasabi. To find your dander and your mustard. I just want to write that down because I love that. In that Sacred Serpent, yeah, I'll bring it in. I had a lovely download this morning about identity and about my identity, but I'm not the only one in this shift and change. So if it serves you, take it. If it doesn't, then leave it. But it really helped me to see that part of how we show up will lead others to believe, and finish that sentence. And I really saw I am neither light nor shadow. It's like, you know it, but when you realize it, then it becomes, it's kind of fixed to the cross, if you like, of space and time, and it becomes a new continuum. I am neither, as an Ophiuchus, I am neither light nor dark. And that's it. And I am both, and I am all. But this, right, one of the things that's going to get challenged is a little cluster of paradigms, which is known as codependency, savior complex, people pleasing. I call it buttercreaming. When we feel some kind of strong feeling, but we spread buttercream on it to keep it sweet for the collective. And sometimes you got to draw your sword. Sometimes you got to draw your sword. And it's going to challenge all of those paradigms, because in deciding to take ownership of your soul's power, I don't really like that word, expression, the soul expression, which is all about difference, differentiation, connectedness in the whole. For us to take ownership of that, we've got to challenge everything that's standing in the way of that. And that tends to come through this cluster of nice, conventional, socially acceptable, don't rock the boat. And it might have wrapped up in there all the things I wish I'd said. How many of you have had a disagreement? I wish I'd said. Well, say it in the moment. And say it without passion, without emotion. Just say it in the moment. Because big picture, we are transcending the emotion of the age of Pisces, the deep, deep emotions of the age of Pisces. And as we move into the age of Aquarius, we're going to the higher mind, the higher expression, which can be cold, but truthful, challenging, honest, surgical. Okay. Okay, wow. So that 18:9, yeah, end of a karmic cycle. It's dissolving. Sacred Serpent. Well, thank you, Ophiuchus, for being here. It's amazing. What was that note this morning? Yeah, okay, thank you. Okay. And then we have tackle adversity head on. Now, in the moment, you might want to go to avoidance, conflict avoidance. A path with no bend is boring. Whatever. Tackle adversity head on in the moment when it's fresh. In the moment. And now you're gonna, well, you might, well, if I say the wrong thing, great, that's what it's triggering. That's what needs to come down. What if I fail, the what if I upset, the what if I rock the boat. If it's coming from your clean truth, the objective truth. You hurt my feelings, that's subjective. Objective truth, I had feelings about that. I'm going to go away and handle them now. Subjective to objective. Tackle adversity head on. It might not feel good. Adversity might be, in this moment, I'm lying to you. In this moment, I'm lying to you because I don't want to upset you. But actually, I don't have that power to upset you. If you get upset, there's something already in you that I may just have triggered. Shift your perception. Love it. Oh, but I'm staring into the blackness and the void, and it's surrounded by all of this anger. Are you sure? Because look what's behind it. But here's the proving to yourself. Here's the commitment to walk straight into the darkness. I mean, black and red. If that isn't Scorpio, I don't know what is. To get to this blinding insight. Ah, I've just seen her, and there she is. To get to the blinding insight, the higher mind. Yeah, remove the judgment glasses, is what it says on here. There is no better than, worse than. There is difference. That's our commonality. That's what links us, difference. It's the lack of personal ownership that creates conflict. Other things as well. But here now moment, it is the lack of personal ownership of your karmic story that creates conflict. And so part of the judgment glasses is naming and shaming. It's your fault because you made me feel that way because it's not true. It's not true. You feel that way because you have those feelings. They're yours. And I'm going to read you the words, some of the words, not all of them. For primal, I mean, this is like it's not, is it? It's not a factory reset at all. Just the birthing of a new blueprint. Yeah, it's just so full of light. The subconscious might want to come in and understand it or map it backwards to the Old Testament. And there's going to be moments of just lostness, lost in the light, lost in the light. Okay, so primal flower essence. So those cards are from the native heart Most of my decks are listed in the description box. So primal flower essence is the next step, real world application, service to others. This healing mandala is drawing your awareness to the new level of service you are opening to. Your higher self sees that you are ready to flourish, and that might terrify you. Your soul recognizes the effort you have given to growing, learning, and the great journey you are undertaking inwards. You have reached a pinnacle and are now ready to step further into service and share the wisdom you have gathered across lifetimes. Yeah, I'm going to speak to that. So, as you know, for those that know me, my transition from the Chrissy Sawyer channel, which was very counsel-y and boundaried and BACP, into my alter ego, Zeta Ophiuchi, and working with this fixed star energy has completely transformed my identity. And if you've been with the channel since Chrissy Sawyer, you'll have seen the madness of my psychosis and just loving every step and finding more courage and integrity. And so recently, my most recent exposure, so I'm as much out of the closet as I've ever been in my life, and it feels okay, is to admit that I've been working with ETs for 5 years. And that's where I'm going. I'm going towards full contact, because with all these quantum shifts, it can't not happen. We have galactic connections coming online. So I'm going towards open contact in a really focused way. And since I made my Two of Cups commitment to go that way, I rebuilt I have a room in the house which works on a different energetic level than this room. This is my client room and YouTube room that works on a different level, vibration. So I rebuilt that room, started doing some really, really specific work. And since then I had 2 encounters. So, and I don't know where it's going. I'm just playing like a child. And the reason I'm sharing that with you is because since I made that declaration on YouTube, I am doing galactic activations. And that's come out of the blue. And I'm just following and trusting that because my soul knows I'm ready. So the phrase, build it and they will come, never has been so profound for me. A very profound experience to do a galactic activation for a client. So, Christelle, brace yourself because the website's going to change. So, primal flower essence is literally new soul path. This is okay, got it. This is like the wrapping up. This is the cutting, the 18-9, the completion of, and I know I've said that ad nauseum. And it will always happen in phases for different people who are on different places on their timelines. And this is the birthing into the new. This is the soul fully coming online. And whatever else may happen with you. It's the birthing of a new you. It's so profound, full of light as well. It's full of light. So you may feel it in the higher heart, throat. There's something going on here. I believe there's a chakra here. There's something going on in this point. Third eye crown. Okay. How are we doing? Are there any messages that wish to come forward? You'll know when you know that you didn't know when you didn't know. Thank you. Oh, yay! Oh, good Lord. Yeah. Hello, Scorpio. Okay. Here we've got the meat and the bones is on the table now. Here we go. Bear with me. I'm faffing. Bear with me. Okay. I think we have Scorpio season on a plate. And yeah, that goes with that, doesn't it? Good Lord. That's it. Big underlying message. So before we begin, get grounded. Sounds really easy, doesn't it? But one of the cards is reverse dissociation. Dissociation is where we go up here and we live here because something that the body is feeling and communicating as moral injury, let's say, anger, rage, guilt, sorrow, loss, might be too much. You might tell yourself this is too much in the moment. And so you'll go and live here where you don't feel, but you think. Okay. That's called dissociation. That whoever I'm working with, unless they're highly experienced, the new galactics coming in are highly experienced. My first job is to get people into their body. Once they're in their body, then we can start doing the somatic story and their body could talk. Okay, so reverse dissociation. Something's guiding me not to speak into this card, except to say that you have the key. He is within you. So get grounded. We'll put that here. All right. People pleasing can be an addiction. Well, anything that doesn't allow the shell to break and to keep breaking, to destroy the persona and rebirth it. It's Phoenix, scorpionic energy. Anything that prevents that might be an addiction. No, I'm not the person that's going to sit here and say to you, break that addiction. Look at it first. Look at it first. And you look at it like a friend. All aspects of you are expressions of love. No matter how they feel, love in disguise. And this is how we learn to love all the aspects, all of our shadow expressions, all of our light expressions. It's all energy. It's just energy. Okay, so addiction's going to be on the agenda. So here's the echo of becoming objective, is to rise into that higher truth. Subjective is usually a based on morals or emotions or personal story, ancestral story. The objective is just clean all the emotion out and go to the truth, go to the point of truth. I didn't mean it, so you lied. Objective truth. I lied. Oh God, I lied. What is this telling me? Serpent, Grail. Philosopher. Humanitarian. There's that four again. Harmony through conflict, but it's building the structure of your objective truth. Wow. Okay, I'm going to go back decades to when the law came out in England that we had to wear a seatbelt on the back seat. And I remember the advertising campaign because I thought it was profound and it gave us the objective truth. And I think the movement came after just one too many child deaths of unsupported, unrestrained children in the back seat. And the objective catalyst was you wouldn't put your best china on the back seat. And I love the honest brutality of that. And it was true. It's true. Objective reasoning. Yeah, I like that. Wow, I'm just being played lots and lots of reasons that, I mean, I don't imagine it happens much these days, but those days it might have been 1313, 13:4, harmony through conflict. It's holding the tension to birth the light. It's holding the tension to birth the light rather than avoiding the tension and staying the same. I'm just hearing conversations about parents saying, well, blaming their kids. I can't strap them into the back because they'll have a paddy or they'll this or that. So what's the objective truth? I'm giving in to my children. That's the objective truth. And when we come into that integrous, is that a word? Truth, then we take ownership. It's with me. This is the part of it that's with me. Beautiful card again. This might be my favorite card in the deck. Beautiful. It's full of portals. It's got. Yeah, develop stronger concentrations. Coming in on that 8. I was talking this morning about, we're still in this 7-year energy, year 7, 2023 energy, which is the deep inward journey. It's all about inward facing and fusing the light. It's the alchemical marriage, that number 7, fusing the light. And how do I wield my light, and where does it become part of me, Taurus? Where is how I use my light not a part of me? And again, when you're living in your body and you can read your body, the cellular intelligence, then all of your answers will come from within. So develop stronger concentration. So next year obviously is an 8 year, and that's basically going to say, come on then, put your money where your mouth is. Yay. So I've already spoken to reverse dissociation. Stay in your body. If you have to go to a resource hand to hold yourself in, if it's belly or heart or throat, hold yourself in that moment. Even if you can't bring words, go to that. And if words come, maybe speak them in the moment. Tackle adversity head on. Oh, that's sweet. That I'm being shown adversity as a person looking in the mirror and having a talk with themselves. Without any boundaries. Is that really what you would have said? Yeah, love it. Love it. Okay, so quick recap. We are Scorpio on the table, looking at addiction, looking at objectivity, which will help us move into the higher mind, developing stronger concentration, looking at dissociation, and staying grounded in the body, into earth. If you ground to earth, Mama. No, I just want to put at the end of this sentence, with yourself. All right. Stop breaking agreements with yourself. This might be something we know of as compromise. Compromise has taken on, it's like we created a beast with compromise, and we speak about it in terms of relationships and how a good, strong relationship is one that's of compromise. But when compromise leads to resentment, there was no compromise made. There was a giving in. There was subjugation. There was a, what's the word? Abdication. Abdication of integrity. So, yeah, we started the video with terms and conditions. What are your terms and conditions? If you had 3 terms and conditions, what would they be? Yeah, I mean, today this screams fear of being seen. 25/7. The shy mystic. Finding their harmony behind the door, or half in and half out. It's going to be some doors coming off some hinges. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. Especially with the Galactics waking up, like, for real. It's going to be amazing. Oh, the collaborations. Yeah, off the charts. Release fear. So stop breaking agreements, release fear, transform anger. It's so scorpionic. This is depth. This is the deep dive. Shall I pull some Shawn cards as well? I've got time. Transform anger. Where is your true north? Where is your true north? Where is your north node? Do you know where your north node is in your natal chart? Because that can tell you a lot about where you have room to grow, and it can tell you a lot about where you are most avoidant. My north node is in Leo in my Western chart. I have a few charts in my Western chart. My north node is in Leo, and Leo wants to be seen, and I don't. And I remember the very first video I ever made. It was 2 channels ago. The channel has gone now. And I hit record and my jaw locked up. I couldn't even speak. I had to go away and do some jaw exercises just to be able to get a sentence out. I was so shy and self-conscious. Oh, it's terrifying. Now you can't get me off camera. I love it. Absolutely love it. And we had this one recently, didn't we? Ennoble your soul. It's like give your soul the voice and the dignity that it deserves in the removing of the mask. To stand dignified in the removing of the mask. That's it. That is it. Stand dignified. In the removing of the mask. I love that. Okay, look at the work we have to do. Right, so let's say this is definitely to the end of the year. Okay, there's no pushing energy here. It's gentle, but it's deep. It's intense, but gentle. Okay, so do you puppet master yourself? So if we're talking about integrity, then we're definitely talking about standing dignified in the removal of the mask. I'm excited. I am excited. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I just given this massive out breath, like, oh, thank God for that. I don't have to pretend anymore. And temper criticism, because as our growth curve now creates separation, I know, quantum, no such thing, but you know what I mean. In groups, friends, relationships, there's always room to criticize, but we're only ever criticizing ourselves. Hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. Well, they're part of life. We haven't mastered unconditional love just yet. We're still weaponizing it. Wow, I'm going to the shaman. I'm going to the shamans. Karmic shamans, speak to me. Okay, let's see. Is there anything else we need to know? That's too many. Yeah. Is there anything else we need to know? They're coming out in clumps, but I'm not feeling them. That's interesting. So what just happened there was the energies of the cards told me they were out of alignment with this reading. And can I please slow it down? So I slowed it right down. And they're moving more silkily. Okay, when you're ready. This energy is like the Fae. It's like the quiet forest Fae. Thank you. All right, thank you. This is coming through as someone being literally rattled. Okay. And we may see this, but the guidance is move to witness. So this is the uplifting of integrity. Move to witness, which might not be easy, because if you're triggered, going to make a call in that minute, tackle adversity head on. Calling in. Oh, that's interesting. Bear with me. Can't quite get the message, but I can feel this feels big. And it's in the throat chakra. So I'll show you the cards. So what I get from this energy is it's looking in. It's looking in. And it's calling. This is a completely different message, and it is calling. It's almost like the energy that's looking into this is calling from new directions. Now my solar plexus is waking up. It's like it's like shamanism, but it's further up the fractal. So in its most basic expression, you would use your rattle or your drum to call in the 6 directions. This is way up the fractal. The wind. Oh, where did they come from? Okay. Yeah, it's there. This is what's looking in, witnessing, calling in. This is about the thing that's seeking you. This is about the thing that's choosing you. The end of little dreams. The end of little dreams that have been seeking to please or to conform or fit in, acquiesce to a moving movement of betterment for the human race. This is different. No pushing. And my temporal lobes have activated and my both upper back teeth are behaving. Is this, I think this might be timelines, you know. Ow. $13.31. Might not get a clarifier, but I'm going to try and get a clarifier. Oh. Clarifiers in the next card. This is what's coming in. 33. Blueprint, angelic frequency, and higher, I sense. Soul retrieval. Beloved. Earth. Heart of the sky. This is cosmic connection. These cosmic connections coming in here. And I have a headache. I can't. It's going to find you. Look at this. It's going to find you. Fire activation, arrow, pinpoint. We start and finish with serpent energy. Well, that all went very galactic, didn't it? Okay. Well, guys, I want to thank you for being here, because you hold space. You know, you're building a container just by watching the video. And so together we connect in and our energy holds container. Otherwise, these messages wouldn't come through. It's because of the collective that that we're able to bring these messages through. So I want to welcome new subscribers, and I want to thank you for your just wow comments. I love your comments. And so for now, I wish you a fabulous eclipse at the weekend, whatever that looks like for you. And is there anything else I need to say? No, that's it. I love you guys. Take great care. I'll see you soon.